Okay, before we begin extruding the pins, I want to make sure that all my circles are drawn the right size. So I'm gonna open my sketch 3. I'm gonna edit it. And right away I see that I made a tiny mistake. You see this black circle over here. Well, that is the same diameter as the opening there, while it's supposed to look more like this. So how do you fix a mistake like that? Well, first of all, you have to open the sketch that in which you did it. So you're gonna have to edit sketch 3. In this case, we're editing sketch 3. I'm gonna highlight that black circle. Immediately to the bottom right, this is if you're working on your iPad, you're gonna see that there are two constraints here, concentric and equal. It appears that I made that circle equal to the wrong size circle. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna click on that equal and swipe it to the left, and it's going to delete it. You can actually just click it like this and then click delete if you want to. If you swipe it all the way to the left, it works. On the desktop, I think you can right click it and and select delete, and it deletes it. So now it's not constrained the way that it was before. So what we want to do is we want to set it equal to the right size circle. So we see that, oh, okay, I expanded it by mistake, but that's fine. So that circle is already highlighted. I want to click a circle that's going to be the right size. So now that I have the two circles that I want highlighted, I'm going to go back to the sketch menu and click equal, and boom. Now I am done with my sketch. I can proceed on to the extrusion of the pins. So that is going to be right here. And to make this easier on me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, well, first of all, we're going to group these pins by twos. We're going to do the long arm first, which is these two, and then we're going to do the short arm. And all these pins have names. There's a long pin at the top, the threaded hinge at the bottom of the long pin, and the short pin at the top of the short arm, and the end hinge. Once we draw them, we're going to rename them. Okay, to make this easier on us, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide all the other planes and just leave the mid plane on. How do I do that? Because right now you can see all the different planes. I don't want that. It's a little too busy in there. So I'm going to go to the left menu and under features, where it says top, front, and right. I'm going to click the eye. So that's going to just hide them for now. And as you can see, only the mid plane is showing. And I want to extrude all my pins up to that point. All right, first we're going to start with the large arm. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on extrude, which is that menu right there. Extrude. So what I want to do is I want to click inside of that ring that you see there between those two circles and that empty space in the middle. That's going to be one whole pin. So I'm going to, well, it's not exactly what I wanted. So I'm going to click that and that. So now it's one solid pin. Okay? And I'm done with that. I'm going to have to change a few things before I am done with the set of pins. I'm going to go down to the bottom. Again, I want the whole thing to be extruded, not just the donut. So again, I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to click inside of it. So the whole thing is being highlighted. All right. Now, as you can see, my pins are going in the wrong direction. So I can do two things again. I can click on the arrow, or I can click on the opposite direction option under the extrude menu on the right. So I'm going to click that, and boom, I have my pins extruded in the right direction. But they're too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click End Type right underneath the highlighted portion in the Extrude 3 menu. I'm going to click End Type where it says blind, and I'm going to click Up to Face. Now you have a little section that's highlighted in orange that has a little line there to tell you that you still haven't selected anything. So you click on that, and then I'm going to go to my menu over here to midplane. Boom. And that automatically makes these extrusions set to the plane. But there's one more important thing that I haven't done. If you notice, my pins. Okay, what happened? Oh, yeah, no, that's wrong. My pins are the same color as my arm, and I don't want them to be the same color as my arm because they're not. Right now they're all one piece. So I need to make sure that this doesn't happen. So I'm gonna go to the top of the extrude 3 menu, where it says right under the solid where it says add, and I'm going to click new. So now they're different colors and they're individual parts. And as you can see in the bottom left, now I have part 2, part 3, and part 4. Those are my 2 different pins. So I'm good to go. And I'm gonna do the same for my other pins. For the I'm gonna do the same exact thing for the short pin and the end pin, and all the details for that are on Shobi. Okay, we're good to